Hello bachcho, let's read the question. Statement 1. In absorption spectrum, Ni is greater than Nf, while in emission spectrum, Nf is greater than Ni. Statement 2. Energy is emitted in absorption spectrum while energy is absorbed in the emission spectrum. Option A. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Option B. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. Option C. Statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Option D. Statement 1 is इनकरेक्ट एंड स्टेटमेंट 2 इज करेक्ट. सो यहाँ पे हमें दो स्टेटमेंट्स दी गई है एंड हमें ये बताना है कि वो करेक्ट है या फिर इनकरेक्ट है. द की कॉन्सेप्ट यूज्ड हियर इज absorption and emission spectrum or absorption and emission spectra. So basically first of all let's understand the terms. तो यहाँ पे हमें दिया गया है दो स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी के बारे में या फिर स्पेक्ट्रम के बारे में. So absorption spectrum and emission spectrum. So absorption spectra है, it is observed when energy is absorbed by electrons. About emission spectra, so here in this case the energy is emitted by electrons. And if we talk about absorption spectrum, so basically in this spectrum an electron absorb energy and it transition from lower level or we can say lower energy level to higher energy level. And if we talk about emission spectrum, so in this case the electron will emit energy and it will transition from higher level to lower level. Now what these levels means, so basically we are given here two terms, that is Ni and Nf. So if we talk about Ni and Nf, so Ni is the number of energy level from where transition takes place. That is here I stands for initial. That is from where the transition is taking place. And if we talk about F, so F stands for final, which means the number of energy level to which the transition took place. Now let's consider the statements. Talk about emission spectrum. So basically the energy from the final level is higher and the energy in the initial level is lower. That is, we can understand it like this. Suppose this is a nucleus and these are the energy shells. So now basically in these energy shells, let's say an electron is here in this shell and it is absorbing energy and it is doing transition from lower energy level to higher energy level. So that means we can say that in this case basically the energy given here is that Ni is greater than Nf, but in reality as we can see that the energy of final would be greater than the energy of initial subshell because it is gaining energy, or we can say it is absorbing energy. Now talk about emission. So it is the nucleus and let's say these are the shells, and now This is the E2 energy shell and this one is the E1 energy shell. As we know that in this case, the electron will emit energy and it will shift to the lower energy level. So in this case, we can say that in emission spectrum, the Ni will be greater than Nf, because we can see that because it emits energy, so the energy in the initial level will be higher than the energy in the final level. So we can say that in absorption spectrum, Ni is not greater than Nf, while in emission spectrum, Nf is not greater than Ni. So this statement is incorrect. Now, if we talk about statement 2, that is energy is emitted in absorbed spectrum, we have already discussed that energy is absorbed in absorption spectrum while energy is emitted in emission spectrum. So this statement is also incorrect statement. So correct option would be in this case option B, that is both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect statements. I hope you understood the solution. All the best.